So my name is Katherine Tyrlik, but I typically go by K like the letter. I am currently living in Wrocław, and I am one of two researchers working with phage therapy. And my research more focuses on characterizing enzymatic activity of bacteriophage proteins so we can make new treatments for antibiotic-resistant infection. So it's been kind of a joke in my family because, well, my father is from Poland. He was born in Warsaw, and he claimed political asylum in the U.S. during the Solidarity movement and ended up staying. And growing up, it was very much like he never spoke Polish at home. He always really wanted to assimilate, but I always really wanted to go back to Poland. And so I learned Polish online, and I got a scholarship from IIE, another one, to do Polish classes. And then I got Fulbright. So my mom always jokes that my dad's family tried so hard to leave Poland, I'm trying so hard to go back. So day to day in Poland, I wake up pretty early, around 6:30 a.m., and I walk to work, which is a nice 20-minute walk through a park, and I go to the institute. And there, I usually, depending on the day, I work up until usually around like 1500, 3 o'clock. And my day consists of either editing papers, working on the literature review, or I'm running experiments. Some days I do have Polish lessons where I work on my writing skills and reading, because so far most of my reading is reading protocols, and it's not very complicated. It's mostly adding, telling me how much buffer I need to add. So some days I have Polish lessons until 10, and then I go to work. I had a lot of expectations of what the work culture would be like. I was expecting something a lot stricter than I happened upon. Everybody told me that things in Europe would be stricter as far as regulations. And then the first day of lab, I saw my professor eat a sandwich in the lab, and I was completely shocked. So it's definitely a lot more casual. I expected to be one of the youngest people there. I still am, but I work with PhD students, so I work with people my own age, which is nice. I really like the kind of the pacing of everything. So for me, it feels a little slower, a little bit, in a good way. I spent a lot of years working on my family farm, and even though I live in a big city, I still feel like it's quiet. I don't feel like I'm in a big city all the time, which is something I really enjoy. For people who are applying, I would start early. I started looking for my affiliation in March of 2018, and then got the Fulbright in March of 2019, so the whole application took me 1 year. Start early and talk to people from the city. I was very lucky as that my father knew some people who were from Wrocław, and before I came to Poland, we had a dinner, and they told me things about the city, what I should see, some not great things about the city. Just gave me a really good, realistic perspective. So if you can, start early and find people who are from that city, or at least know someone who's from there to talk to.